Manatees may carry 500,000 microscopic hitchhikers and nematode epibionts on skin of the Florida manatee, Trichechis manatus laterostris by Samantha Hall. In the New York Times article, they explain what nematodes are. The definition they used was roundworms that are mostly microscopic that have adapted to a spectacular range of homes, from the Antarctic soil to the inside of your gut. The article describes the findings of the experiment where 3 different species of nematodes were found in native Florida manatee's skin. It provides an estimate from the author's study about how the skin of an average adult manatee could potentially carry over 500,000 nematodes. It supplies an analogy of how manatee's skin is like an elephant's skin for better understanding for its readers. They said, there's lots of little nooks and crannies and pores, and they have very small fine hairs about 1 inch apart, so there's lots of little places for minute organisms to live and to attach. The article says how the family nematodes known as diplogastrids are rarely detected in vertebrates or marine ecosystems. They also describe how the research allows for more learning opportunities about the ecology of nematodes. It explains how Rafael Gonzalez, the author of the study, gained interest in this topic. It provides information on how they took the dead skin of multiple manatees during their annual health assessment. It describes how Gonzalez identified the types of nematodes, and the article states the nematodes the study suggests are specially adapted to flourish in this decaying microlandscape, where structures on the skin would be as tall to them as trees are to people. In the actual primate literature article, the presence of nematodes on the skin of the native Florida manatee from Crystal River, Florida, was conducted during their annual manatee health assessments. It provides a background of the rare nematode found on the manatee's skin. They said, nematodes of the Diplogastridae are often found symbiotically associated with terrestrial insects or invertebrates, and usually affiliated with wet or moist niches involving dead or decomposing substrates and their associated organisms. The occurrence of diplogastrids from marine water environments is rare because the members of this nematode family are rarely found in environments with ranging salinity. The sampling of manatee's skin took place at 3 different intervals for accuracy. They took place on December 3rd, 2013, January 31st, 2014, and November 7th, 2014. The samples were from multiple manatees from multiple locations on their body. They took samples from their dorsal mid-back, dorsal mid-tail, dorsal mid-flank area, and dorsal peduncle fold. The samples were scraped with a spoonula lab spoon and placed into a 10% water agar plate. Sample plates were examined for nematodes under a dissecting microscope or inverted microscope, and then transferred to a nematode buffer solution for DNA extraction. The picture on the right shows what the researchers saw under the microscope. These are the 3 nematodes under the microscope. The results of the experiment were the microscope and DNA nematode buffer identified the nematode Diplogastridae and 2 other nematodes belonging to the same family. The data collected show estimates of these 3 species of diplogastrid nematodes. An average wild Florida manatee adult might carry between 30,000 and 120,000 nematodes on its tail dorsum, and that the entire body dorsum, including the tail, might possess 160,000 to 640,000 nematodes. And the picture on the right shows what a manatee looks like if you did not know. So here is a phylogenetic tree showing how related each nematode are, basically just showing how they're in the same family. And this is a table showing the results of each manatee and each sample that they took from it. All 3 morphospecies of the diplogastrid nematodes found in this study were recovered in similar abundances and frequencies from the different locations sampled. Overall, the New York Times article is a pretty accurate source. It correctly stated the 3 species of nematodes found in the study. It had accurate background information. It had the correct description of how the study was conducted. It had estimates made by the author before the study was conducted, and it had the correct results of the study. So overall, the New York Times article was a more simplified version of it, but it accurately described the study and all the parts with it. And here are the credits for figures 1, 2, and 3, and the newspaper article and manatee picture, and also the primary literature. Thank you so much for your time.